Hi guys, so this is Pokemon 101 for those who don't know about Pokemon and decided to learn from dumb me. What game should you start out with? I would recommend Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
None of them.
No, you have to start off somewhere. So Scarlet and Violet, but if you don't have a Switch,
No, no,
one
no.
of the
Start
Gen
it
3
with
games. Cause
Pokemon Brilliant Sunny Inferno, or whatever the fuck it's called.
what?
On the Switch.
No, we're not doing PDSP. Anyways, do one of the Gen 3 games. Those are actually pretty fun, and you could
No,
just
no, no.
play them on
Do
an
the one where it's
emulator.
confused.
So.
Do Gen 4.
No,
Gen
don't,
4.
don't. You probably can't hear it, but don't listen to him. Or you could start off with like Pokemon Stadium or XD or something. Just
Do
choose what you
Gen
prefer.
4. Gen 4.
What? Shut. What starter should you choose? For Scarlet and Violet, I would choose Fuecoco. He's derpy, smiley face, and has a credible matchup against the
And he's a
gyms.
fire ghost type whenever he fully evolves.
I think they could just I don't know, but for Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, just choose Mudkip. Same reasons as Fuecoco. He is indeed derpy. Like, he's so adorable. And for Fire Red Leaf Green, choose Bulbasaur. It's excellent against the gyms and Team Rocket's poison and ground type Pokemon. What Pokemon should you use? Now, these are my recommendations. You do not have to use these Pokemon.
No, you
It's
have to use
if
them.
no, if you want to, you can use these. For Scarlet and Violet, I'd recommend these 5 Pokemon along with your starter. Flamigo, Garchomp, Ceruledge, Goldingo, and Tinkaton. Now, you won't be able to get Ceruledge in Pokemon Scarlet, but just ask a friend. They probably have Violet.
What if you don't have friends?
Then that's your problem. That's your problem if you don't have friends. Anyways, powerful moves and just powerful in general, especially Garchomp. No, what? Because it's Cynthia's ace, and Cynthia's really powerful and stuff. For Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, I'd recommend Salamence, Walrein, Manectric, Breloom, and Dusclops. Again, for the same reasons, they're all good in their own way in Hoenn. For Fire Red Leaf Green, I'd recommend Primeape, Pidgeot, Lapras, Jolteon, and Dragonite. For the final time, all of them are good in their own way. And choose what you want to use. Do not follow my instructions. Now, next you should learn about types, abilities, natures, and stats. Now, all these 4 make one Pokemon unique. No one Pokemon is going to have the same ability, nature, and stats as another Pokemon of the same species. They're probably going to have the same ability, but the natures and stats are probably going to be different.
But what if they are the same? Somehow. Like, what if you're just really lucky?
Then, I don't know. Some Pokemon don't evolve, however, meaning that their stats are just around the 400 mark.
Like, some legendaries.
All of the legendaries.
No, not all of them, because Type Null can evolve, I think.
But there are 18 Pokemon, well, technically 19 if you count Stellar as a type, but it's not really a type. Whatever. The types with the least weaknesses are Normal and Electric with 1 each. Normal having the fighting type and Electric having the ground type.
And then Electric being ground.
The types with the most weaknesses are Grass and Bug with 5 each. So don't use those. Even if I recommend them, they suck. There's also resistances and immunities, but we'll get to that later. Abilities help Pokemon in battle. Some make them horrible. Slacking. Regigigas. But most of them are good. The best abilities you want are Intimidate and Huge Power. Intimidate lowers the opponent's attack, while Huge Power raises the user's attack. Very confusing, but still. Strengths and weaknesses. Now, this is an example of strengths and weaknesses. Now, if I want to go up against a Fire-type gym, I would use Rock, Water, and Ground-type moves. The moves actually define what Pokemon takes more or less damage in the battle. The types just define what type of moves they can learn. In fact, Weedle is the only Pokemon that cannot learn a normal-type move. Everyone else can. The weaknesses that lead to take more damage depending on the move. In this case, fire types will take 2 times damage from water, ground, or rock type moves. This makes water, ground, or rock type moves stronger than the fire type, and the fire type is weaker against those types. Resistances and immunities. The type with the most resistances is the steel type, which resists 10 out of the 18 types. The type with the most immunities is ghost, with 2. It's not a lot, but it's actually quite a lot. These go towards the defensive side. Now let's take a look at the ghost type, for example. If a fighting or normal type move would be used, it would do 0 damage because of the type of the Pokemon itself, not the moves it has or and used. It will resist a bug type move because, again, the type of the Pokemon itself. Catching / obtaining Pokemon. Catching Pokemon are the main way trainers obtain Pokemon. Trainers find Pokemon they want to use, they go to their bag, use a Pokemon, then BAM! It was caught. But first, you should weaken the Pokemon before using a Pokeball to raise your odds of catching it. There's also in-game trades to obtain Pokemon as well. There's also gift Pokemon, which are given to you by an NPC or just in a room. Example of these are the in-game trade Muscle the Machop in Gold and Silver, and the gift Lapras and Silphco in the Kanto games, both of which most trainers use on their journeys.
Right?
Yes, that's the one where I said it was in the room. The Eevee. Gyms. Gyms are the main way to progress the story of the games, except in Scarlet Violet where there's more than just gyms. These are also the main ways that traded Pokemon obey you. Each gym leader has a certain number of Pokemon on their team. The first has a max of 2, gyms 2 through 5 have 3, gyms 6 through 8 have 4. Easy enough. This is the case for almost every Pokemon game except for X and Y, where gyms 3 through 8 all have 3 Pokemon each. Don't ask why. Each gym leader specializes in one specific type that is special to them in that game. Some gyms are easier than others, though. The Dragon gyms are some of the most difficult ones because in earlier generations because of how few Pokemon could counter them. Elite Four, pretty much the exact same as the gym leaders, except they're more powerful. The ones where it's the most difficult are Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, where they just added held items that make them really difficult. They also have around 5 Pokemon each, which is one more than pretty much the 6 through 8 gym leaders. Well, except for an X and Y, which they have 4 Pokemon. The champion is the most powerful trainer in the entire region. So just be aware.
And you're screwed if their name is Cynthia.
Yeah, anyways, the Pokemon are near the level 60 mark, so just be prepared for that. They also have the same number of Pokemon that you should have right now, which is 6. Most champions also specialize in a type, but from like Gen 6 onward, they just kind of stopped doing the type specialty thing. The most powerful champion is Cynthia, the champion of the Sinnoh region. And if you white out during the champion battle, you have to restart all of the Elite Four. So have fun with that.
Wait,
finally, let's end it off with shiny Pokemon. Now, shiny Pokemon are an alternate color variation of normal Pokemon, except it has a 1 in 4,096 chance of appearing. So yeah, if you find one, you're lucky. So just go, oh my god, guys, I found a full-on shiny. Because that's what people say when they find a shiny. That's 1 in 4,096. But in Gens 5 and below, it's more of a flex because it actually has a 1 in 8,192 chance of appearing instead of 1 in 4,096. So yeah, that's even more of a flex. And it's even the biggest flex you can have is a Gen 5 and below shiny legendary Pokemon with Pokerus. That's the biggest flex you can have. That's the biggest flex you can have. Pokerus has like a 1 in 20,000 chance of appearing on a Pokemon, so.
Why Gen 5?
Because Gen 5 and lower has 1 in 8,192 chance shiny odds than the 1 in 4,096 we know today. I'm on a call with my friend if you didn't know. So, you can boost the odds of finding shinies by using the Masuda method, which is hatching eggs made by a foreign language Ditto, the shiny charm, which is obtained through completing the Pokedex, and using outbreaks. A bunch of one Pokemon appear and they have a higher chance of being shiny. That's pretty much all you need to know. So like just go have fun.
I'm pretty sure you kill like 60 or something of them.
Oh yes, and except in Legends Arceus where there's like 10 to 15 which have amazing odds of finding shinies. So if you want shinies, go over to Legends Arceus, which is really fun.
Shiny Rapidash.
Oh yeah, and there's a guaranteed shiny Ponyta there too. So yeah. But if you want Scarlet Violet, then just knock out 60, and then there's gonna be like I think this is like there's not very many Pokemon left in the outbreak, and then just run around, do picnics and stuff, and then eventually you'll find the
Oh
shiny.
yeah, that's important. Sandwiches.
Oh,
They
and
certain
I, I,
sandwiches.
I did not put sandwiches on here.
Basically,
But
sandwiches
yes,
are important because
sandwiches also help you boost. Well, they boost the chance of certain Pokemon types appearing. And if you have Herba Mystica, you can go in creative mode and make a sandwich that boosts your shiny odds as well at for a certain type, as well as your encounter rates for them. So yeah, that's all you need to know. I'm not gonna make this slideshow available for anyone because it's bland, and this took like a couple of days to make because I didn't know if the dude who wanted this was serious and needed me to teach him. He probably already learned from other people, but I'm still gonna upload this video just in case you want to get into Pokemon. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, I guess. I don't know. Do whatever you want.
Viewer, and also viewer, if you do not subscribe, I will find where you live and I will do something to you. So please subscribe.
Let's hope you didn't hear that part.